Mr. Singh, you were there in the part and parcel of the process of eliminating that particular insurgency, that the whole ethos of that ideology that spells Khalistan. The recent Ajnala incident is now in front of everybody. We saw the brute force that was used by the supporters of Amritpal Singh. What do you think, in terms of similarities, can be drawn from what you saw erstwhile in the 1980s, let's say, and what you're seeing today in 2023?
The similarity is that it's very clear that any lackadaisical approach towards terrorism and also any hard-hitting approach cannot be a success. We had been able to, in the end game of Punjab terrorism in '84, the police had been able to achieve successes. But the idea which was there, it remained in the minds of the Sikhs. If you go to the right from the year 1947 onward, somehow or the other, the identity of the Sikhs has been the major point to exploit by the politicians. It started with the Akali Dal movement, where it started with the Punjabi Suba agitation. After that, the State Reorganization Commission was made and divided Punjab into various. After that, there was also the Anandpur Sahib resolution. It all showed that there was something in the minds of the majority of the Sikhs where they're feeling a little disappointed and discontented that after the partition of the country, they have not been given the rightful place. Now that thing continued to be in the minds of people, and the political parties, somehow or the other, to divide the votes, created a big terrorist like Bhindranwala. And that we had to all suffer. Punjab had to suffer. Although by and large, Punjab farmers were never in favor of Khalistan, an independent homeland. Yet, they had to suffer because of the terrorist activities. So I am of the view that the ideology of Khalistan, or an independent homeland of Sikhs, has been there in the minds of the people, but it never could germinate. So if you say the Khalistan Reborn, I think Khalistan never was born. It got aborted right when it started having the Khalistan Reborn. But what now created? I have a strong feeling that Canadian contact is basically, it became very, very evident and strong after the Blue Star operation. And after Blue Star operation, this movement gained momentum also in other foreign countries. You know very well that how Jagjit Singh Chauhan, he went to UK and a pro-Khalistani or a Khalistan government was established in exile, so-called in exile in UK. At that point of time also, a number of organizations in Canada started having an inclination towards creation of a pro-Sikh or a Khalistani homeland. There have been World Organization of Sikhs, there have been an International Youth Federation, and of course the Babar Khalsa in Canada. Besides that, a number of alienated Sikh youths who were probably dealt with very strongly at the time
Mr.
of
Singh,
Blue
the
Star
problems, it
operation
seems, are a dime a dozen at this point in time. But if you could, point onto the prime reason why, what is it that has helped the Khalistani movement to, still survive, let's say, 3.5, 4 decades on?
Yeah, I beg to agree with you on this, the Khalistani movement, but not Khalistan Reborn. This is Khalistani movement is being a resurgence. Yes, not Khalistan Reborn. Khalistan was never born as such. Anyway, Khalistani movement reborn is I can tell you without any hesitation that the person concerned, whom you say is now reviving the Khalistan movement, is absolutely insignificant. Except that the movement is getting momentum, is getting control in the hands of the terrorists in foreign countries. You remember when the last time the Prime Minister of Canada came here, and that time the Chief Minister of Punjab, Captain Amrinder Singh, refused to meet him for reason that he is a pro-Khalistani. So they were there. Now, after this, his coming, they feel that there is still some chance of revival, the same moment. The first is an insignificant person with of course, I still feel, I have talked to many people, that there is somebody, or there are some people who are the brains behind him. As an insignificant small person, he could not have gained such a momentum in such a few months. So there is a brain behind it. The call of Sarbat Khalsa, etc., cannot be his own doing. There is a brain behind him, and gradually, I am of the view that for the time being, of course, in the agriculture community or in the villages, there's not much of support for him. But
All right.
this but is very important. But if we do not deal with this particular individual, both in a proper political manner, as well as without adopting a lackadaisical approach in enforcing law and order, then certainly this is a potential danger for Punjab.